I have this thing with sunglasses where I feel like I'm watching a TV show of my life.
What?
I don't know if I've ever podcasted. Actually, one time I have with sunglasses on, but we were about to start recording. I look over, Ross has sunglasses on. I look over, Chris has sunglasses on. So I just threw mine on, but it's kind of weird because I have this thing with sunglasses where I feel like I'm watching a TV show of my life.
What?
I kind of like that.
So I'm not kidding. This is a weird take of mine. Okay, for years
I thought you only had fresh, hot, hot fire takes.
This is a hot take. For years of my life, I've probably taken off years of corneal action with my eyeballs because I refuse to wear sunglasses sometimes because it feels less relaxing to me because I feel like I'm watching a TV show of my life and not living my own life.
Hashtag corneal what?
Years
action?
Years of corneal action off of
Hashtag corneal action.
Again, I don't know if this is like criminally insane. Like now people are judging me.
Absolutely not. I kind of get what you're saying.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't feel like right now, I kind of feel like I'm dissociating.
That's what it is.
Sitting back.
It's slightly dissociating.
Yes.
And I like that element of it. It's not only dissociating from me, like it's less pressure that I'm a human. I feel like I'm watching a human.
Yes.
But it's also, I feel like it's dissociating for the other people because they can't see my eyeballs.
Fun fact, Mitch Hedberg, the very famous comedian, always wore sunglasses for this exact reason.
Look,
he would oftentimes on stage close his eyes behind his sunglasses too.
We've spent, frankly, a shitload of time on this show over the years talking about sunglasses. I have a lot of takes on people who have been able to pull off sunglasses indoors that nobody complains about. P. Diddy being one of the ones that I look to immediately in my mind. Puff Daddy, Sean Combs, whatever you want to call him. You've seen that man like twice without sunglasses on in your entire life. And it was in films, mostly. Mm-hmm. And that's because he has terrible eyes. Absolutely terrible, tiny, beady, terrifying eyes. He needs those sunglasses to look good.
To protect us.
So frankly, yeah.
It's like a Medusa thing.
It's like Cyclops from X-Men.
Yes.
Yeah. He takes them off, we're all burnt.
It's like, oh, fuck, put them back on. I'm absolutely cool with P. Diddy rocking the shades all of the time for that reason. But as I've discussed in the past, there are other reasons that people should be allowed to wear shades indoors. And if you're depressed, you've recently been crying, they don't have to be connected, you're very stoned, or perhaps you're having a lot of trouble sleeping recently, and as a result, your eyes look like shit, that can impact the entire look of your whole face. So all you have to do is throw on some shades. Like, look, I haven't showered. I slept like ass the last 2 days, and I feel generally terrible, but nobody on youtube.com/Bolen Media knows that. I just look like I'm fucking, slightly antisocial.
Ross Bolen Podcast now? Did we change that URL?
I don't even know if it wouldn't let me change the URL. You know how when you change a YouTube thing, it's like you have to have X amount of time has to pass and or you have to gain X amount of followers before you can alter some certain aspects of the channel. So yeah, for those of you who have been watching on YouTube, I'm not exactly sure what the URL is at the moment, but YouTube.
If you are watching on YouTube, I'd like to point out something that I just noticed. I'd like to show that Ross and J-Bone are both wearing sunglasses derived of the Wayfarer style. So I would just like to maybe associate the Wayfarer style with the millennial generation, while potentially the Gen Z generation has elevated their sunglass style to more of a circular, rounded style. Maybe a difference in generation here? I don't know, just an observation.
I would not say elevated style.
I would also say personal choice. I think I know a lot of people who wear rounded sunglasses that just...
Oh, okay, fair.
I think when I see those, I think like female Gen Z wears those a lot, and while wearing those like hippie pants, you know what I'm talking about? They're like they kind of hug up top and they get really flowy, bell bottomy at the bottom, and they're also typically wearing like a knit like tank top type deal,
crochet,
and they have the Miley Cyrus giraffe pigtails.
Wow, that's a very specific type of girl that wears rounded sunglasses.
Yep.
I'm a big Miley Cyrus guy. I just want to throw that out there since we're here.
She crushes
great tattoos.
I just am like talent-wise, I think she's one of the GOATs.